Hey, what's going on, you guys? Like I promised you, I got a FedEx delivery today from Olympus. Let's see. It's a big box. See, right in there. Olympus America. But it's really light. Now, I know the tracker's supposed to be really light, but I mean, this is like crazy, extremely light. So, let me get out the old trusty Kershaw here, and we'll crack this sucker open. Kind of hard to hold a phone and a knife at the same time. There we go. Alright, the moment we've all been waiting for. I see lots of bubble wrap, so whatever's in here is very well protected. Big, gigantic bubble wrap. That was pretty anticlimactic. A battery. That's interesting. Well, it's the Li92B, which I know is the battery that goes in the TG tracker, so maybe there's a tracker coming. I don't know. And if there is, I guess I have a battery for one now waiting. Alright, you guys, it wasn't as exciting as I thought it was going to be, but hey, you know, have you ever gotten that Christmas gift you opened up in the morning and thought, okay, cool, okay, I got one, alright. Christmas in June. Alright, you guys, I'll probably turn the camera back on later. I think I'm going to go shoot today at some point in time. Went out with my wife. So, at my place of employment, my day job, we transition over to what we consider like summer hours. And start a half hour earlier every day, and I get out at 11:30 on Fridays. Not a bad deal. So I get out early. My wife had an appointment today, and she was out early. So she decided we need to get flowers. So, I don't know. It looks like flowers are in the agenda at some point in time this weekend. Alright, turning the camera off. I'm going to put this battery upstairs, and I don't know. We'll see. Talk to you guys later. Hey, what's going on, you guys? So, after my interesting unboxing today, I've decided I need to get out and shoot. So my shutter therapy is going to be cruising to the back of this cemetery here that's just down the road from me. And in the very back of it is a spot that I go birding every once in a while, and I've brought you here before. You'll have to dig back through my previous videos to find some of my shooting here. I shot here when there was still snow on the ground and found skunk cabbage that were just starting to blossom, which is kind of crazy to see a plant that blooms in the snow actually generates enough heat to melt snow and ice around it. Kind of nerd fact, I guess. So yeah, I've got the EM1 with the 300mm f4 because I'm not burdened with anything else now. Yeah, so I'm gonna kill the camera, and I'll probably turn it back on here once I get to my little hidey hole back here, and we'll see what kind of birds we can see. And if I can't find any birds to shoot, this cemetery is old. We're talking mid-1800s is where some of the older grave sites are, you know, from. And so the headstones have a lot of character to them. I know it might be morbid to some people to shoot a cemetery, but it's history, you know, and everything has beauty in one way or another in my mind. So yeah, kill the camera here, get the tripod out, or actually monopod, and get to walking. See you guys in a bit. Alright, so here I am. I have not had really too much good luck. I've seen a few birds that I don't see often and got a few shots off. One of those was a pair of cedar waxwings. Really cool. They just weren't in a position to where I could get a shot that I would really be happy with. I'll share it here on the video though, one of the shots, and you know, you'll just be able to tell by looking at it that it's not really something that I'd be, you know, bragging about. But, you know, I photograph them anyways because it's just cool to see them. I don't see waxwings a whole lot. I mean, they're around. It's not like they're rare or anything, but I just don't see them. So it's pretty cool to be able to see them and get, you know, shots of them. And yellow warblers. I've gotten a lot of shots of yellow warblers this year up north at the campground, but it's always nice to see them down here close to home. And I saw a pair of something, and I don't know what they were, and I'm not even going to try to describe them here, but I do have a good mental note of what they look like, so I'm going to do some research and figure out what they were. Didn't even have even close to enough time to get a shot, and they were in a crappy spot anyways, and you can see behind me that it's really thick. And they need to perch up in these dead trees, and that's where the waxwings had perched. But I'm losing my light. It's falling back behind these trees over here, so it's cast a shadow. So my shots, like I said, weren't exactly spectacular, but I will share them here anyways. And in the vlog description, you know, there's links to all my social channels. Thank you for that suggestion again. And swing over to my Flickr page and you'll see the bird photos I've been sharing lately, and you'll understand why the photo that I'm sharing here in the video isn't something that'll make it onto Flickr. But again, just cool to see them. I'm going to kill the camera here. This is the last time I'll be talking to you tonight. I've still got, I don't know, hour and a half's worth of daylight, close to 2. But the sun is starting to get a little low, casting long shadows. So, you know, being able to get great shots is kind of that time is fading. So I'm gonna try and get a little bit more shooting in. Maybe I can get something better. If I do, it'll end up in this video. And talk to you guys tomorrow. See ya. Okay, I lied. Had to turn the camera back on for one more thing. When I'm walking, I'm always looking. You never know what you're gonna find. Boy, there's a noisy bird over there. So anyways, as I'm walking, like I said, I'm always just looking. You never know what you're going to come across. And I happen to see this on the ground. You see that pile right there? It's hard to make out what it is. But if you know what you're looking for, it really stands out. And I'm going to set this camera down here. And this will probably gross some people out, the fact that I'm touching it. But what you see here is a pile of fur and bones, little tiny bones, little bitty critter bones. Okay, this is, it looks like a turd, I know. This is an owl pellet, and this is freaking huge. So basically what happens is an owl will catch its prey and digest it'll eat the entire thing whole. It'll just swallow it. And then what happens is, because it can't digest fur and bones, the stomach kind of churns it around and turns it into this pellet that it regurgitates. And I've seen owl pellets before in our yard. We used to have a family of screech owls, very small owls that were nesting for numerous years, and we'd find them in the yard all the time, and find the owl pellets in the yard too from mice. This is a freaking big pellet. I mean, let me pick it up again. And this is there's two pieces to it here, so it's been broken. But you can see how big it is in my hand. And I know, like I said, it probably looks gross, but it's totally 100% dry. And all it is at this point is just fur and bones. The bones that couldn't be digested. That's awesome. That's freaking cool. I love nature. So now I'm excited as hell because there's probably a big owl nesting around here. Probably a great horned owl is my guess. The size of that pellet is just, it's big. So now I'm going to be driving around the cemetery looking for holes in these big trees, in the bigger trees. Yeah, so anyways, I'm going to tune out for real this time. Do some driving to another spot here in the cemetery where there's a big meadow and see what I can see over there. Hopefully not get any ticks on me. See you guys.